Hey everybody, it's Mike Searson from AmmoLand, and today we're looking at some of Timney's triggers. Timney's been in business a long time. They've been making triggers for just about every rifle on Earth since the 40s. A lot of guys brought home Mausers and Mosins and things like that from the war and wanted to turn them into hunting rifles. It's a self-contained trigger pack, so basically all you have to do is knock out your trigger and hammer pins and take all that stuff out, drop one of these guys in, and you're ready to go. We have one of their competition trigger packs. This is a 2-stage trigger, blue aluminum housing. First stage, you see that? It's about 1.5 pounds. And then you let it go. About 4 pounds total. Take it to slack. There it goes. Good for a competition rifle, hunting rifle. If you want to use it for home defense and you were, oh, it's going to take 2 stages, I got to do that. Now you just shoot it all the way through. 4 pound pull. Take the slack, let it go. And as you can see, they use a competition type hammer. That's Timney 2-stage competition trigger. Again, we're looking at another Timney trigger. This is for the AR-10. Now, a lot of times you might see a trigger pack, drop-in trigger that's AR-15 or AR-10. But this Timney one seems to have a bigger and heavier hammer, probably for a more solid hit on those firing pins of a 308. Dimensionally, everything drops in the same, AR-15 or AR-10, but we just noticed this one had a bigger hammer. This is a single-stage trigger, so there's nothing to take up. As soon as you let it go, you got 4 pounds. Perfect to drop into your DPMS, Panther Arms, Daniel Defense, any of your mil-spec 308 rifles. May not work as well in the polymer type lowers or the 80%ers, things like that, just because of dimensions. Just a beautiful, crisp 4-pound trigger. Competition, hunting, self-defense. If you're transitioning from heavy military or mushy triggers, give yourself some time on this one. And like all their triggers, it's all a one-piece unit. You might have seen that in our first video. We actually used this trigger to demo it. No fussing around with springs and whatnot. You just take out your old parts, drop the new one in, put the pins in, and you're ready to go. And these pretty much work without using any like those K&S pins to hold them in, or any set screws or anything like that. The factory hammer and trigger pins hold the whole thing in place. Just a nice trigger for your big bore ARs. Timney trigger, AR-10. This is a single stage. Single stage 3-pound trigger. I mean, you don't like the slow take up of the 2-stage or the short take up and then the long second one. This all goes at once at 3 pounds. You see the trigger's got a flat face. We're not usually a fan of these because it's hard to get consistent on it, but on a 3 pound I don't really think that matters. Your 2-stage triggers, you go up higher or you go down lower. Kind of feel that here. Maybe you get it way down on the tip, you're at, see how it barely goes. Whereas you go up higher, it's all about leverage. But if you're looking for a good, solid, single-stage 3-pound trigger for competition or hunting, doesn't get any better than this. And you want to make it feel like it's 2.5 pounds. You get them right there at the tip. Yeah, it's probably our only complaint on this one is you have no index point to keep it consistent. But if you just put your finger same place every time, but of course with no curve or no checkering or knurling, it's kind of hard to be repeatable. But the trigger's that light, who cares? You just think about it and it goes. It's Timney's match trigger, 3-pound single stage. We're looking at another Timney trigger. This is a 2-stage competition type trigger. They call it the short first stage, but it's really a 2+2. see if we can show you that again. First one, see that? £2, and then 2. But it's a short £2. You know, unlike a handgun trigger, oh, well, where's the reset? Well, it's going to reset as fast as the bolt resets that. But yeah, if you're in a competition or hunting situation, or you just don't trust the single stage trigger, you want a 2-stage, this is a nice one. Pretty much a drop-in unit. No fussing with K&S pins or set screws or all that. You take your factory pins as long as you're using, mil-spec parts. Match grade 2+2 by Timney. We're wrapping up the last of our series on Timney triggers. As you can see, they're all modular and drop in, and this one's a 4-pound trigger, single stage, just like the AR-10 trigger we looked at. No slack, no take up, you just squeeze the trigger and it goes. Nice 4 pounds. Perfect for hunting, competition. Don't know if I'd recommend this one for self-defense, but pretty much you're shooting a bad guy with an AR, the last thing they're going to worry about is the trigger that's in it. Really good looking unit, nice anodized aluminum, drops in with your standard pins. Don't have to mess around with any aftermarket pins or set screws or anything like that. Just a nice 4 pounds, just like the AR-10 trigger we looked at. Beautiful wiring job they did inside, just like all their triggers. If you're looking for a good single stage, check out this one from Timney. 4 pounds, small pin lower. Gotta be mil-spec. Thanks.